conflict situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I make men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not India. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VVs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, 8, I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts throwing right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Eagles at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts throw taken in by Ridley here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Faking the handoff, Howell. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. He'll get only 3 there, so he leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago when they were over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Off play action, it's Howell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. His 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd and very short, Powell. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to get Thomas that time. That'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on fourth down. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they go play action with Howell. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll go play action. Howell steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Commander defense able to hold. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 54 yards. And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. 2nd and 10, Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. First down, Howell to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And this one too low.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Howell down to throw it. Able to connect with Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 32 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
7 Pirates!
On 1st down, Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he is into the end zone for touchdown, Philadelphia. Cordero Patterson.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
Flush to his right.
Oh, Howell loses it.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. That's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Off play action. It's Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On first down, Howell.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay on the pick.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts. Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He completes it to Ridley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they go play action with Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and Washington going to have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go play action. Howell. Flushed out right. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Howell. Dotson, he's got it. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is way shy of the first down marker. Howell to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job when knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep the offense moving.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Howell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to win it.
Divided touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Sly able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, Mark.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got Watkins on the out route.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done. They put this one in the win cup.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, get my coat. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, get my coat. If I touch it, then it's cold, for the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't